Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today, due to popular demand, we're going to do the comics again. So this is the second issue and I'll be covering 3 chapters again. I also recommend you guys to go out and purchase this comic as it's a great way to support everyone that's involved with it. Now after Raiden saw his visions, he learned that both Earthrealm and Outworld would begin to fall into chaos and bloodshed once more, believing that these events could start with Cassie Cage. When we cut away, we see that Cassie Cage is sparring with her friend Jackie, in which she is able to pull off her first ever shadow kick. Also, just a little heads up for people who don't know, Cassie is the daughter of Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade, and Jackie is the daughter of Jackson Briggs. Now at this moment in time, Cassie has her dad wrapped around her finger, and her mum doesn't even know where she is. Although Sonya is aware that her daughter has disappeared, she says that Johnny can deal with it. Sonya would then enter a room with a chained Kotal Khan, Devourer and Erron Black. Kotal tells Sonya that he means no harm, but that he came here because he was desperate. This is because at the current time, Kotal is still feuding with Mileena, and Mileena has the upper hand at this point. So he's requesting for the Special Forces assistance in order to stop her, although Sonya is quite hesitant to create an alliance with Kotal Khan. Before we have an answer to the alliance, we cut back to Cassie and Jackie, who are currently at a club. When they enter, it's revealed that it's in fact a fight club, and Cassie decides to enter. Jackie is very uncomfortable with this scene as she sees one of the fighters kill another. At first, Cassie doesn't believe her. That's until she's forced into a cage and has to fight the reigning champion, Frost. We then once again cut back to the Special Forces headquarters, where a fight has broken out, with Sonya pinning down Devourer, threatening to kill her. At that very moment, Raiden appears, telling all of the fighters to stop as there are bigger things at hand. But Kotal sways this aside, and says that if Mileena controls Outworld, then Earthrealm will suffer. A brief argument breaks out, with Raiden being quite annoyed at Kotal for using a portal stone that he said he would no longer use. But Kotal reminds him after the Netherrealm War that Raiden had promised that the two worlds would cooperate more. After saying this, the Outworlders leave, in which Raiden then tells Sonya Cassie's location. When we cut back to the fight club, we find out that Frost has been dominating most of the match. That's until Cassie begins fighting back dirty, and ends up headbutting Frost and putting her into a submission hold, knocking her out unconscious. The announcer then orders Cassie to kill Frost, but she refuses to do so. The roof of the club suddenly explodes, and Cassie's overjoyed, thinking it's her mother coming down, but are shocked to see that it's in fact the Black Dragons. Cassie and Jackie, along with the unconscious Frost, escape the club, but the two would be confronted by Jarek and Tussia. The two attempt to run away but are eventually captured. The two are then taken through a portal. When Sonya arrives, she finds Cassie's phone, and when she looks at it, she sees a picture of Erron Black. After learning of the Black Dragon's involvement, Sonya tells one of her men to get Johnny and her team ready to go to Outworld, remarking that Kotal's a dead man. The issue then cuts back by a few decades, with Kotal Khan telling us about his origins. Kotal came from a realm called Ojtek, which was ruled by proud warriors. His father was Kotal Ketz, the realm's ruler. The realm lived in harmony for many years, but then Shao Kahn invaded. With Goro at his side, they enslaved the Ojtek race. Ketz would submit to Shao Kahn's will in order to protect the portal stone. Kotal was disgusted at his father's actions. His father explains to him that the stone is very important to their people, and it's an extremely powerful item. Ketz then orders Kotal to travel down to the Earthrealm atmosphere, so he can strengthen his body against the harsh environments. Ketz would also promise that if he survived, then he would inherit his father's legacy. Now during Kotal's journeys, he would come across a Mayan tribe. Although at first he was pleased to be feared by the people, Kotal eventually integrated with them, teaching them the ways of his people. He would teach the Mayan people for many years, but eventually became bored of their company. After saying his goodbyes, he would return home. When Kotal returns back home, he was expecting his father's pride, but was instead found with disappointment. Kotal believes that what he was doing was right and that he was protecting the people and teaching them how to live properly. But Ketz tells him that they are doomed to fail over and over again, and insists that his son hands over the portal stone. Out of disgust, Kotal knocks down his father. Kotal then tells his father that he's not interested in being the leader of his people, and travels back to Earthrealm. When Kotal returns, he finds all of the Mayans dead. This is because he had taught them to consume the blood of their enemies. This in turn had actually made all of the Mayans ingest the diseases of their enemies' blood, which more or less poisoned all of them, due to all of the parasites and bacteria in it. When we cut back to present time, we see that Kotal's standing above his empire, and says that he will hunt down Mileena. We then cut away to the Golden Desert, where it's revealed that Reiko is in line with Mileena. It is revealed that she has the Red Dragons under her thumb, and the Shokan Prince Goro. And that's really it for the second episode, guys. As I said, per each episode, I'm roughly going to be covering about 3 chapters, So it's going to take about another 10 weeks to get all of this wrapped up. I was surprised by how well received last week's episode was, so I figured I'd kind of keep giving you these since you guys like them. But anyway guys, as always, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Take care and I will see you guys next time.